stand with you on a mountain. I wanna bathe you in the sea. I wanna lay like this forever until the sky falls down on me. Oh, isn't that what Spirit wants to do? Through us, as us, and for us. I want to live like this forever until the sky falls down on me. Oh, take your fractal out and enjoy this world. Whatever your heart is calling for. Because that is what Spirit is wanting to experience through you, as you, for you. Oh yeah. Yep. Whether it's standing on the top of a mountain or standing on the top of a tall skyscraper or jumping out of an airplane or going up in a hot air balloon or sitting in your chair watching YouTube videos and puzzles, doing puzzles or making music or feeding a young child or pulling a woman out from underneath a building that's collapsed on top of your earth. That is what your heart is calling to do. Do it. Oh, the laws of man are nothing compared to the laws of Spirit. Yeah. Stand for what is right in your heart. Not man-made laws have created. Oh. Yeah, that's what's calling me. That's what I'm feeling called to share this morning. Got the waves of light going on in my music shuffle now. The Self-Fogio frequencies. Definitely feeling the frequencies of Mother Earth today. They must be continuing to ramp up. There's a loon way over there making some squawk. Let's see, where's my finger? There's my finger. It's right up that way. There she is. So, yesterday was a beautiful day, Spirit. Absolutely beautiful, gorgeous day. We left here and, well, it was a challenge again to pay the electric bill. Wow, there were several of us standing in line, waiting to pay our rent or our electricity. Depends on if you're on HUD-VASH or if you're on Section 8 or they call HUD now, or whatever it may be. There were several of us there in line, and one of us did a comparison on our electric bills, and sure enough, I'm paying about the same price as somebody in a one-bedroom. It's only like $5 or $10 difference. I'm like, really? So there's only 5 or 10 square feet difference between a one-bedroom and a two-bedroom and a studio and a three-bedroom. I'm like, whatever. It's not a fight that I choose to fight. I felt like I wanted to be a warrior and fight it, but my heart's just not in it. I don't want to start a war. I don't want to start an argument. it's just not going to be worth it. So, especially since I really, really have this feeling, let me zoom back out here, little man's here. Since I really, really have this feeling that Mother Earth is going to trump all of this oligarch stuff, all of this kings stuff, all of these anarchies that are trying to pop up across the world, and all of those that are hoarding the mass 1%, you know, with their little financial oligarchy shit. Anyway, I really do believe Mother Earth is going to trump it all, and it's going to be like, well, good luck. You know, those that are living close to the mother, those that are really paying attention and pulling together, we are uniting as a humanity, even if it doesn't look like it in many ways right now. And then, of course, my heart goes out to the Afghan women, the women that have been suppressed and suppressed and suppressed, and they're not being pulled out of the rubble because, oh, you're not allowed to touch a woman. Even if it's a woman that is in your own village, you know, your neighbor, it's like, wow. And so instead of listening to the laws of man, which the punishment is nothing compared to the laws of spirit, well, good luck to you, men. Good luck to you all. You know, it takes me right back to that apathy space of, well, this is spirit playing this portion of the war out, you could say. It's a battle, and maybe these women are not going to win this particular battle, but by golly, the good, the unified field, spirit is the one in charge and is definitely going to win the war, because we're all fractals. We're all a part of the one spirit, and we pull our lights together. There's nothing that cannot be done. And so we've had this fall of big imperial, you know, the Romans and the Brits and the Spanish, and we've had all of those, you know. So this is just going to be another one. And I don't know. Maybe I don't know. Maybe I have no clue. But that's what it feels like. Humanity will continue on, but not in the way that we are currently. We're going to be pulling together, and we may not be going back to living, you know, like before, as my mother shared, you know. We don't want to go back to living like we did. We love our luxuries, but it's definitely going to be different. We're bringing the original ways forward, and the original ways are the universal principles that are found at the very core of every culture or tradition before all the BS took over. So, anyway, I did a lot of contemplation on that yesterday, and I released a few prayers yesterday, a few gifts into the Colorado River, and I shared them via video because it's just the cost effectiveness right now with what I'm being called to do, which is living on half of my check and using the other half to make sure I have the supplies that I need, and some some cash, you could say, that is stashed, and getting stuff that can be bartered and will be useful to my fellow animals, whether they're human or non-human. Because right now I believe this really is the calm before a storm. I'm not sure what the storm is going to be, but definitely feeling it. And so, and enjoying, just enjoying, you know, like a song comes on and I want to dance. Rashini wants to go for a walk. All the alarms, all of the stuff has been shut off now, and just following my body, following my heart, following the songs that are coming up, so to speak. Something jumped over here. And connecting with the whales. There was this beautiful whale song and video that had come on, and doing my writing, resting. Had a beautiful meeting around another project that I'm working with the family on, and that's getting really exciting. And seeing the pieces of that puzzle coming together and allowing it to be organically whatever it chooses to be, and we all are doing our pieces, and yeah, it's beautiful. And enjoying eating. You know, I did a lot of fasting last month, and I may have not broken my fast in a really, what many would call in a good way, with certain foods, or taking it slow, you know, just jumping right into that tamale and spinach and you know, the bacteria and so forth in my gut. It's working its way. So I feel another fast coming on this month, and we'll definitely break the fast in a really good way and make sure all of the microphilia and bacteria and so forth in my gut gets replenished and fed in a really good way. So that's really all I have to share at this time. This morning, our fire ceremony was very somber and interesting. The energies were, that's the only word I can come up with, somber. And so there's a trinity of the 3 ducks, one on the left, one's heading to the right, and I hope you could hear them. They're calling back and forth to each other. So with the time change, I'm knowing tomorrow morning maybe Rashini and I can bring Hoopsie down here. We ended up bringing Hoopsie this morning after the fire. I pulled out the bike, I pulled out Garuda and went to put him in Garuda, and he was like, nope. So I opened the door to Hoopsie and he hopped right in. I'm like, okay, well, it's a Hoopsie morning. So I moved everything from Garuda to Hoopsie. And what the intelligence of this little kid, Chief, that I heard was, we're doing an every other day. You're gonna walk the 2 to 4 miles every other day, and you're gonna Hoopsie, or you're gonna Garuda it every other day. And depending on which one, I'm to bring the paddleboard and oars, and we will start doing the river. which means switching into the neoprene and getting out on the river and playing with the paddleboard. Maybe the boat will come in December or January. But we shall see. We shall see. So I'm gonna jump off of here. I'm getting that look from Rashini that it's time to do something else. He's like, are you picking up on my telepathy? So feeling complete here anyway. Again, not really a whole lot to share. I'm just grateful and swooshing off, and yeah, do my gifts and send them these gifts and prayers into the river as well, and do the separate little videos for each one. Hey, hey.